I want to explain today why net neutrality is beneficial to society. Net neutrality is basically the idea that everyone should have equal access to internet. And there is an oligopoly of large corporations who oppose this. They control the data pipelines, which is like the fiber optics and like cable that you get the internet through. They're known as internet service providers, or ISPs. What they support is called a tiered internet. It's basically where they control the content. They have exclusive content with different people. And under a tiered internet service, websites who agree to pay like a large sum of their earnings, their profit, to the ISP, their pages would load faster or at a normal pace, while websites who couldn't afford to pay that or didn't want to pay that wouldn't load, or they would load really slowly. So let me give you a few examples to better explain what I mean. So say like Microsoft and AT&T make a deal to make Bing, Microsoft's Bing search engine, the default search engine for AT&T's internet service. So say like you go to Google, and instead of getting there, you get this page cannot be displayed error. Or instead of that, you could be just redirected to Bing. And so you wouldn't be able to get to Google. And the same thing could happen with, this one's kind of out there, but it's possible. Say like MySpace made a deal with like Comcast or like Time Warner, another service provider, to be like the default social networking site. It's a possibility that you wouldn't be able to get to like Facebook, or Professor Kirkham, you wouldn't be able to get to Twitter anymore. And the same thing can go for any number of sites, basically any site, YouTube, Wikipedia, and I'm sure we all go on some of these, Amazon, eBay. So let me give you a little quote by the man known as the founder, or the father of the internet. His name is Vint Cerf. He's the current vice president of Google. It's a long quote, so try to stay with me. The internet was designed with no gatekeepers over new content or services. The internet is based on a layered end-to-end model that allows people at each level of the network to innovate free of any central control. By placing intelligence at the edges rather than control in the middle of the network, the internet has created a platform for innovation. And it really has, if you think about it. We have all these cool services now. We have Pandora, Netflix, YouTube. We have all these streaming services that, with a closed internet, probably wouldn't have been possible. So here's some statistics to back it up. The Interactive Advertising Bureau, which is kind of the equivalent of BMI for music, it keeps track of just data on the internet. It says that the internet directly employs more than 1.2 million Americans with above average wages and jobs that did not exist 2 decades ago. And another 1.9 million people work to support those with directly internet-related jobs. A total of 3.1 million Americans are employed thanks to the interactive ecosystem. These are the findings of the first ever research to analyze economic importance as well as the social benefits of the internet. And that many people, 3.1 million Americans, that probably wouldn't have happened. They wouldn't be employed if there was a tiered internet service where ISPs could block whatever content they had, and they had exclusive content. So to recap, net neutrality is beneficial to society because it spurs innovation, it creates competition, and it creates jobs. Thank you.
Great.